Hi, the Chesterfield Township Library has allowed me, Mr. Mike, to do another drawing video with you guys. Today this one's from Cece, Rosie, Maddie, and Josie. All you guys requested a leprechaun, so here we go. We're going to start out with this nice big round head. Half circle for the ear, half circle for the nose, circles for the eyes, rectangle for the hat. It's a boulder hat, so it's going to be a half circle for the top, going to be a square for the body, rectangles for the arms, circles for the hands, triangles for the legs this time, give them a little kind of dapper looking pants, and some big ovals for the shoes. These leprechauns are fairies, cobblers by trade, so they basically make shoes. If you capture one, they will take you to their treasure. We'll draw their treasure here, so we'll give it a little bit of off to the side, just enough so we can put the treasure. All right, those are my basic shapes. I am now going to begin with our details. I usually have a nice little piece of construction paper underneath, so as you can see all the dots are on there. This nice little black marker would have gone through this paper and onto my table where I don't need any more mess. So I put a nice piece of construction paper down, put my thin paper on top, grab my marker. Usually I draw in pencil, but because of time's sake, I'm going to draw this with this marker. I use permanent ink because it dries faster. That way my fingers won't get on it and I can't be smudging all over the place. I'm going to start with the head because that is the most important part or biggest shape I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start wherever my ear would be. So I'm going to go up, around, leaving a space for whatever object I'm holding at the end. And I'm going to stop just before I finish, but because I'm going to leave that gap, I'll make another half circle here for the ear. Inside my ear, I usually make a nice T. That gives me my wrinkles inside my ear, and then I don't have to worry about too much more. It's a big head, so I need to have different features. I can have big features, small features. I'm going to have a nice big nose, so somewhere in the middle of my face, I'm going to have a half circle that goes around and kind of curls up into the half circle for the nose. I'm going to give smaller eyes. I have a bigger nose, so I'm going to have smaller eyes, 2 ovals for the eyes, a couple of eyebrows for each side, and a smile. So I'm going to start with my smile from one side, go around under the nose and stop, and then I'm going to return to the center of my nose. So a half circle there, my smile wrinkle, and then a half circle for the smile underneath. So it kind of opens up the mouth a bit, gives them a big grin. I can make hair, so from the ear to the center is a half circle. So in the center, back down, so I make hair kind of parted in the middle. And I can stop there for the face, or if I want to make this a girl, which I can do, I can make eyelashes just like Disney did. 1, 2, 3 eyelashes, 1, 2, 3 eyelashes, and I can leave it as that. My hat sits on top. They do wear a nice big dapper hat, so my brim of my hat is going to touch my head, go just beyond it. So a rectangle is going to go up a little bit, connect the dots. It's a nice big brim of the hat. And now the bowler hat is going to go up and over for a nice half circle. I'm going to put a shamrock in the hat. Kind of easy to make a shamrock. Some people think it's a little difficult, but I'm going to make a big X. Kind of strange to start that way, but then from one X to the other, I'm going to make bump 1, bump 2, bump 1, bump 2, bump 1, bump 2, bump 1, bump 2. And I have a shamrock. I'm going to finish off that brim, a nice little piece of trim around the hat. Now I can make the body. Easy enough. Going to start where the neck would be. I'm not going to make a neck, but I am going to draw one big rectangle, so down and down. I'm going to connect the dots one more time, bring it all the way across. Because they dress well, I'm going to have kind of a suit look, so I'm going to go under the chin, go down, and back up again, so another triangle. Where the triangles meet, I'm going to go down, so it's almost a Y, and one big button to kind of hold that waistcoat together. Now from the neck to the collar, from the neck to the collar. So now I've had this folded look for the collar. The tie is going to be a half circle under the chin and a triangle underneath, so it's a little tie, and I can make lines kind of like almost a star, a sunburst underneath for his collar. I can leave it there for the arms. Now I'm going to make one arm, so out by the neck, and close it. Kind of make a cuff, so I have a rectangle. Now we always do hands this way. We can do the palm and bunch of fingers, so I'm going to count 1 thumb, 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, and whatever's left over, I can make that little palm. I'm not going to do the other hand yet because I want to show you in just a minute why. It's going to hold something, so I'm going to make the legs, so down and up for one leg, triangle, down. I can do down and up and down or down. So 2 triangles. Now the shoes are a little bit awkward. They're cobblers. They make good looking shoes. I think running shoes are pretty cool. So I'm going to make tennis shoes on my Leprechaun. Make one nice oval. Don't forget that heel. The heel is basically just a little portion, half circle behind the foot. Tennis shoes are going to have this nice half circle in the front, half circle in the back. And my laces are nothing more than ovals that go up and round, so make some laces. But they need some bigger tread, so underneath my circle, I can make a tread. It's a little bit puffy, so it's still an oval. So we watch the shapes. We're going to do this again on the other side, though. So I'm going to make my big oval. Making sure I have a little bump out behind the foot. So I have my toe. It's going to be one big circle, so it kind of looks like a little capsule or sausage. And then we're going to have a little heel on the back. That's fine. Shoelaces are just half circles, little donuts that fall over, and a sole that goes around underneath and comes up. So it's a tennis shoe. They're all different. So we're all good. We need the other arm. So the other arm's going to be up a little bit holding something. So what I want to do is go for the neck out again, and then down. So I have a rectangle, just like the sleeve on the other side. Now the hand is going to be fairly easy, but I'm going to wait for the hand. I'm going to do whatever they're holding. Now the treasure can be anything. My treasure would be knowledge. So where do I get my knowledge? I probably get knowledge from books. A treasure for me would be a book. And where better books? Where can you get these great books? Library, of course. So I'm going to make a book for my treasure. So I'm going to make one big rectangle for my book, kind of floating out there by itself, because the reason why, because when I start coming back with my book, it's going to have to stop. I want to leave a little gap because it's going to have a little thumb. So a half circle for the thumb, coming back out for the palm, and maybe there'll be a little wrinkle, it'll bump into it and have a little wrinkle. So it's one oval, half oval, and the rest of the fingers are hidden behind the book. That looks like a piece of paper. So what I want to do now is make some pages. So I'm going to go out from the spine down, out from the spine down, out from the spine down. I can make as many pages as I want. That's a pretty thin book, so I can make thin book, thick book, whatever I want. Mr. Mike, what book would you read? What would be your favorite treasure of all time? Well, if I had knowledge, if I had something to be entertained, I would have to pick the book that I've read when I was a little kid and still read now, The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. And because I need a little emoji to go with it, my little Hobbit emoji can go on the cover. Well, if I want to make long hair short hair, I can do whatever I want at this point. Details, so if I want to make some curls in the hair, maybe make some lines so the hair gets a little bit more definition to it. I can also put wrinkles in the suit if I want. I can put a flower in the suit if I wanted to. I can make more designs, more wrinkles, more stripes, whatever I want. The leprechauns would wear red or green depending on where they were. But it looks like we're pretty good. I talked about books and treasure. Strangely enough, maybe librarians are leprechauns, because if you can capture a librarian, they'll take you to their treasure, which would be books. At least that's me. If you guys agree, that's great. If you don't, that's still great, because we're going to finish up our picture real quick by putting our name at the bottom, because it's our picture, our design. We can do whatever we want. 21. That ends my picture. I'm going to add some color to mine. I'd love to see your pictures posted on the Facebook webpage at the Chesterfield Township Library. Post those pictures if you have requests. Give that library a call and they will give it to me, and we'll move on from there. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.